So 30 Days of Violence, episode 16, and we're going to look at the relationship between an inverted chin jab and ballistic striking, knocking fuckers out. So, principle of it works like this. If we find ourselves in a bit of a fucked up tangle, we find ourselves in this Wetherspoons wrestle where it's all a mass of limbs and biting and snarling and headbutts. Fights can take a long time unless you can execute a brilliantly ballistic throw, a brilliant strangle or arm break, all of which are difficult when people are resisting. Unless you can do something ballistically, this can be the start of a long, drawn-out confrontation where we're mauling and gouging, biting, pushing, pulling, struggling, and every extra second you're involved in this kerfuffle is an extra second where his friends could be coming out to come knock you to the ground, stab you up, kick you to death. So every extra second puts us deeper and deeper and deeper in danger. And naturally, fights that aren't going anywhere, they're in some degree of stalemate, they only get nastier and nastier. They never get nicer and nicer. So if we can't establish some degree of dominance, some degree of throw or strike from here, this is where both parties soon start to think of gouging and biting and ripping and all this horrible shit that we don't want to be part of. We want this ballistic because it's clean and it's fast and we can fuck off. And the more chances we can get to make it ballistic, the better. So we find ourselves in this fucked up tangle, however that may be. Here, our striking options are relatively limited, but we're going to go with an inverted chin jab. So we're going to use the hard central part of the palm from here, and we're going to crash it, thumb down, bang, right on the jaw or right around the ear. I'm going to use our hips, our shoulders, everything, bang, from here. So from this side, smashing, inverted chin jab. Even though we've only got a little bit of space, bam, I want enough force on it, I want enough jolt through his system. Once that's hit, you want to grab a lump of something nasty, grab a bit of nose, eye, everything you can get as much just nasty gripping as you can. Bear in mind your fingers are still quite strong. Even in today's age where most people's jobs are sedentary, think about most things that require your hands. Texting on phones, typing on keyboards. These are one of the few muscles that most people actually use. So for most people, their fingers are one of the strongest things they've got. They've got relatively decent grip strength compared to the rest of their bodies. So we're here, inverted chin jab, bang! We want to shake his brain, we want to cause him discomfort. It's going to be hard to knock someone out with this shot. We need a bit of space to inflict that level of violence. So once that inverted chin jab has landed, we grab a lump of face. And as we pull him away, we push ourselves out as much as we can. So I'm pushing on him, I'm pulling at me as well. It's not just me grinding or me trying to push him away, both at the same time. Moving him and I'm moving myself. And this gives me the 6 to 8 inches I need, bang, to land that knockout hook, to land that shot. So we're here, we're close, it's fucked up, it's going to start to turn to biting, gouging, grappling. Bang! We're going to hit this, grip a lump of something, make a bit of space by me moving and moving him. You know, don't get ridiculous in this. Don't give yourself ridiculous room. Just give yourself that extra little bit of space you need to be able to turn over, bang, landing that hook, landing that power shot, landing that inner forearm blow. But for me, landing in that short, sharp hook is the best thing you can be doing here. So inverted chin jab, rip and make some space, cracking that hook. Hit, grip and rip, get that extra bit of space and bam, knock that fucker out. Because the more ballistically we can get with this, boom, the more we can shake his brain, the more we knock him down, knock him out. It's safer for us, probably safer for him in many ways, because we're not in this mauling, nasty, horrible fight now. We've managed to cleanly get just enough space to land in, bam, this shot. And that's why being able to generate short range knockout power really does matter. Inverted chin jab, like so. Inverted chin jab, grip a lump of something, make a bit of space, fill that fucker with violence. Give it a go.